name is EP.3. Welcome to my cycles. As I told you, we will be doing great and mighty things in this space. And today we are at the gym, and I have an amazing guest who's going to share a lot about fitness, about health, and about mental health. And now let me welcome my guests. Hi.
Hello.
Please introduce yourself.
Okay, so I'm Nyambura Lopeok. I'm currently a coach at CrossFit Kwetu. So basically working on physical fitness, performance, and overall wellness. Yeah.
Anything else apart from you are a fitness coach?
Oh yeah. So I'm also a mother to a 2-year-old baby girl, and that is the highlight of my life.
The highlight of your life. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. And what does CrossFit Kwetu mean, and where is it located?
Okay, so CrossFit Kwetu is located in Vigiri, right next to the US Embassy, just along the UN Avenue. So CrossFit Kwetu, we mainly offer functional fitness, CrossFit-based functional fitness, and this is a really good community. I guess I don't know if that's where the name came from, but Kwetu brings togetherness and making sure that every client or anyone in this community feels at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm fit? I'm physically fit?
Well, it depends with your definition of physically fit. I mean, the basic movement that you do day in, day out in your life, how best do you perform them? So that also depends if you want to improve how you do them. Like, you can always be able to gauge yourself and know where you are at with more than what you do, because sitting down is physical activity. It's a physical activity. Okay, going down to pick something in your house, it's also a physical activity. And most of our movements are derived from exactly that. Because if something dropped on the floor and you bend to pick it, so now how you bend to pick it is what we focus on. That's the technique. If it's heavier, how do you actually make sure that you're staying safe? For example, your back, you're keeping your back safe while you pick that heavy object. So those are some of the things that we focus on. Another example, you picked it, but you want to probably place it on your shoulder to take it to the other room. So how do you do that? How do you make sure that it safely comes all the way to your shoulder?
Yeah.
So these are just some of the things that we do daily in life, but we still sort of focus our workouts and movements on that. Just making sure that we stay safe as we move, because you cannot avoid movement at all. Yeah.
I love what you have said, because most of the time we normally think that exercising and fitness is just being in the gym or doing something.
Yeah.
And we really depict the fact that whatever we do daily is exercising. And I love your definition of fitness. Like, it depends on your daily things that you are doing. So as a fitness coach, I don't know, but most of the time you will not find people investing in fitness or in such a place like this one, because we think it's expensive, and we also think that it's for specific people.
Yeah.
And I would want you to help us understand the importance of being fit. You can start from there.
Okay, the importance of being fit, and I'll just quote this because this happens a lot. Most people deem fitness important as soon as you go to the doctor and you're told you probably have a predisposition of diabetes or something. So that's when people start rushing to find a way to just correct that. Well, that's something that if you actually started earlier, that's something you could have sort of balanced with your functional fitness. Yeah. But I don't know, for most people, as long as you woke up, you went to work, you came back, you can sleep well. That is enough. And again, it's just a matter of knowing how much value this is adding to your life. Like if I am fitter, yes, I'll stay away from the hospital. Like some of those lifestyle diseases, it will take time. Actually, I don't know if those will be away because you're keeping your lifestyle active and you're eating right. So some of those lifestyle diseases will be at bay, totally. So you can avoid that. You can try and work your health to keep that away. And again, as I mentioned earlier, how you want to optimize your life. So if there is a race, are you in a position to be able to run? If you fell off the balcony or something at a higher ground, are you able to pull yourself up to bring yourself to safety? Those are some of the things that we kind of try and see if we can do, if you're found in such a situation. If you're in a river, will you be able to swim out of it? Yeah, you know, these are some of the life skills that would come in handy if you're able to actually control and manage your own body weight. So to some people, this is not important. To others, just improving their performance, improving how they feel, you know, reducing aging. I'll just say reducing aging, but you know, reducing how fast you age, or rather how fast your muscles and bones degenerate is also something that people really take seriously. So it all depends on your priorities or the value you see in this. And if you see more value, then you don't mind paying. It's literally that. If you don't see value, then you'll see this is a waste of my money. And you know, most times people spend too much time working to create wealth for them to use it later when they are older to actually use that wealth to maintain their health. So this is something that could have gone hand in hand, because there are people who are doing it. So take care of your health, because it's an investment. It's the biggest investment. When you have your wealth, you can just enjoy when you're physically fit, when you're able to chase after your grandchildren or something.
And you know, most of the time we invest in these gyms. Hili unaenda unalipa 100 bob, unaingia, you do your workout and then you leave. So what is, I really want to understand, how do you bring a client on board? Nimekuja and I have come, I've told you maybe I want to build muscles or I want to whatever, like I just want to make my life a better life health-wise. So how do you bring a client on board? Do you just pick them, they want to build muscles, so unawapeleka tu kwa lift weights? How do you do that?
Well, there are different aspects to working out. People have goals. Someone wants to lose weight, others want to build, others just want to lose their midsection, burn the fat and nothing else. Trust me, that's so common. I just want to lose the belly fat around here, but don't touch my hips or anything. So what we do is you try to give these clients the information that they need and help them try and see the value in actually working all round. Improve your cardio, improve your strength, improve your agility, all those things. Try and make it as compound as possible, because you also need flexibility one way or the other. So trying to make them see that this might actually be much more better, and trying to shift their focus from physical appearance to actually performance-based, getting them to have that mental shift helps them to keep going for longer, even when you've probably achieved the goal that you wanted. But yes, we still try and make their programs also highly focused on what they want. Because if you want to build muscle, then there is what you should mainly be doing to build muscle. If you want to lose, there is also what you should be doing to lose. But we also incorporate all the other things to just make one wholesome program. Yeah.
Nice. Adding on to that, you just had a baby like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And you had a CS. And you are a fitness coach.
Yes.
How was that journey for you?
Well, it was the most humbling experience for me because, and also it quite affected my coaching because it's not often that you get to relive or experience how it feels like to begin again. Because after a whole childbirth and especially C-section, you're back to learning how to sit down.
Yeah,
literally.
yeah.
So being in that space, starting again, building up very slowly and sticking with it, because my recovery just to strengthen my core and the pelvic floor, I think I took a whole year for that. And it needed a lot of patience to be able to fully, recover my core, because if I probably rushed into it, some of the movements here would be difficult because I'd feel my scar kind of pulling if I moved the wrong way. But taking the time to actually do these movements and build up step by step it towards the strength that I need, it laid the foundation, and that's very important. And actually, now that you mentioned, I don't think most ladies after birth exactly know what to do, or they don't see it as important. And what we do is get women back to the society with all the expectations that we have for women to go and work and be productive, be a mother, be a worker, be a wife, and all that, when they are not physically there yet, and yet we still expect them to be as productive as they were before childbirth. So I don't know if women can actually just embrace going to that doctor, going to that pelvic floor physiotherapist, just to get everything in check and make sure that everything is going well. I think we'll just now get more empowered physically, women going out to work. So that's something that's lacking, but we're still trying to create the awareness. Yeah.
Going back to the fitness aspect, most of the time, as we had said earlier, people come for maybe the physical appearance, for the muscles, for the hips, but how do you ensure that this person is also mentally well? Because I think sometimes a person may come here because they are stressed up there, and maybe this is the only place they can bring out their stress. Yeah.
So we try and make it a safe space, and I don't know, when you're coming in, you'll find smiling faces.
Wow.
And everyone is kind, everyone will ask how you're doing. Everyone is just so welcoming into the society, which gives you that sense of belonging and safety, that you really also want to be a better person. You want to be that person to another person. So the community kind of gives that vibe that this is a safe space, and actually most people just use the gym to improve their mental wellness. So we also have a program that we're running on mental health. We also have a mindfulness and meditation sort of workshop that's happening every Saturday now. So just getting people to be more aware of their mental health and giving them more resources to deal, because the first step is being conscious and knowing something is probably stressing me, and I need to deal with this, being aware that there is something that's bothering you and being able to deal with it. I think that's pretty much mental wellness, health and wellness, So we try and give them the materials and give them the safe space to just sort of deal with those issues.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, nice. Because really, that is a very big issue, especially the mental health aspect.
Yeah.
It's really something that people should also focus on.
Yeah.
And especially in this environment.
Yeah.
And then, so I know you have worked with very many clients, and which one out of the many has really inspired your journey?
Well, that's a broad one, because everybody is someone in this gym. I mean, we're kind of dealing with these influential people, and you might not even tell who this person is unless you know what they do or anything. But you know, the interaction, that interaction before you know who this person is actually golden, because you have no idea who this person is, but you're interacting in that level that you're not influenced by what he does or who they are. It's just you and them at that moment. And that's when honest discussions probably crop up. And if it's something that they can probably help you with, they just do it out of their heart purely. Because as they say, your networks are your network. So conversations just, you want to genuinely connect with this person, genuinely. Not to gain something, but you just want to connect with the person as he is. So gains just come out of that. Just somehow they just come out of that. Yeah. Because I've gained a business partner from this gym, and it's been great. Yeah.
And okay, let me just go back to this. What is your best highlight in your work? Like, what is your, like, these are the moments that I really treasure. Yani? Yeah, these are these moments.
Well, I'll say we have 1 in a million. Our boss is just 1 in a million. Because, you would be in an environment that is pretty toxic, and just having that peaceful space that you're working in, having a boss that's going to stick out for you. Even if you sort of messed up a little bit, he will correct you with love. He will give you positive criticism to just make sure that you're improving in your job. Like, he's not going to bash you out. You did this, you messed up big time, because he knows he's been there. He has grown, and now he's nurturing us to grow to that level. So I look forward to coming to work, because I know I'm improving, I'm growing day by day. And if there is no growth, then I don't think I'd be sticking around. But every day is a chance for me to gain more experience and improve my coaching. So yeah.
I believe there are some days that you have low moments, and also there are some days you will have stubborn clients. How do you deal with that?
There are days when you mess up big time. Like, there is a workout, but some of the movements I still can't do them. So when you get to teaching something that you're not really quite familiar with, it gets murky a lot. So just trying to navigate that, and clients are understanding. Some will just look at you and just wonder what you're doing, but because some have been doing this since the gym opened, so they are familiar with the points of performance of every movement and all that. So there is pressure in making sure that even the elite athletes actually leave with something, learn something out of your session. So that is still a work in progress, and we get that pressure to actually deliver world-class coaching. But yeah, we're going on.
What is your motivation? Like, when you wake up in the morning, apart from seeing the coach, your boss is a nice person. What is your motivation in waking up every morning and like being in the gym?
Yeah. For me, this is sort of my passion. When we were actually in high school, it was the principal that was like, you would thrive in this course. Just maybe give it a go, and I think this would be your area. And after joining campus, first semester, second semester, you find, yeah, this is something I can do. This is something that I enjoy. So in campus, I wasn't just doing it because I have to learn, I have to get the certification. I was doing it because I enjoy that moment of learning. And even in the gym, I enjoy what I'm doing. It's a passion. I'm not just doing it for the salary. It's something that I love doing. I feel good when I see I have impacted somebody's life. Like, I've changed their perspective on something, And those are just some of the small wins that keep me going. Yeah.
So what's the best thing that a client has ever told you after they have achieved what they needed through this fitness journey?
The beauty in it comes after probably a client leaves. Like I said, we're based more on functionality, your performance and everything. So you might see that they were actually able to do a pull-up, and you see they are legit happy.
Wow.
So they broke a PR on maybe the deadlifts. It means they lifted heavier than they did last time, and that was from a pointer that you gave them, and you see how legit they are happy. So those small wins really make us feel so good, because when you're able to coach something like, we call them double unders, the normal skipping.
Yeah.
Now you're supposed to jump and swing your rope twice before you land
that
back
you do
down.
like this.
No. Just skipping rope.
Oh.
So the normal one, you just jump once. So this, you jump higher and skip twice.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why we call it double unders. But sometimes the coordination and the ability to think that I need to swing this twice. When a client is able to conquer that, they actually feel so happy. And they're able to do a handstand, you see, they are happy. And when you're focused on performance, you barely notice when you're getting the physical goals that you had. And they just come, oh, I was told this and this. Do you know my dress didn't fit?
Oh, wow.
So they are also caught by surprise. Oh, this is working, because they are now consumed into improving their own performance, and physical appearance is just a bonus to it. It's just like the icing. So yeah, mainly we just thrive in those small wins. I could not do this last week, but now I can do it. Yeah.
As a personal coach, apart from now these gym workouts, do you give nutritional advice?
Yes, we do, but I do, and I have covered nutrition back in school, but there is just a lot on nutrition that I'd rather a certified nutritionist handle, but I cannot prescribe a meal plan. That's beyond my scope of work. And I can just give you pointers, I can coach you through it, like help you make your own choices. I won't give you a meal plan and a shopping list and recipes. No. Even my online coaching, I don't do that. I give you the knowledge that you need to make the proper food choices, because you just need to know what you need to fuel your body. You need to know, if I take this and this and this, I'm getting this in my body. And I think that's where the power is. If I keep giving you a meal plan, I cannot follow a meal plan. I cannot. I'll just fall off the wagon after like a week or so. It gets boring. But now when you want to know what it is exactly that's in your plate. You'll want to know what else you can put in your plate to actually fuel yourself better. So I mainly focus on coaching nutrition. Just I work with you. We'll change your diet together. Like, what do you think you can put instead of this? What do you think you're going to get from this food? Maybe you should take something more solid, like maybe you should substitute the refined sugars to some whole meal carbohydrates, you see? And when you know that this is actually giving me more fiber, this is keeping me fuller for longer, this is actually just releasing sugar into my bloodstream bit by bit, compared to using the refined carbs, which just get converted just once into sugar. So when you know what's good for your own body, I think it's sustainable, because it's all about sustainability. Yeah, a meal plan is not sustainable. Sorry to say, intermittent fasting is not sustainable.
Because you will fast for a month, then next week you go back to eating.
It's good when you have a short-term goal, when you want really something specific out of it. But if you're looking for something that you can do a year later, I don't think fasting 16 hours for a whole year is something that I can do. I love food. I cannot do that. And for most people, it's not sustainable. So learning how to eat the food that you love and maintaining your journey however you want it, I think that's the win. That's the absolute win. Yeah, and that's what I am all about. Yeah.
Maybe you can advise someone outside there who thinks that maybe probably they have tried to lose weight, they have that disease that needs exercising, but they have given up because maybe they have tried and maybe it's not working out for them. What would you tell that person?
I'd ask them one question. How long did you try?
Meskia?
Like, yeah, how long? How long did you try? If you were following a workout program, how long did you do it? You know, because it's not going to show results after 2 weeks, and you know you're doing something, so that's something that's changing. You know, you just need to make it a habit to just see the ripple effects of it. You know, because I don't know, most people who say I have tried all these things but they have not worked. Sorry to say, they didn't stick with it. It's just about finding the consistency and being disciplined to try and stick with this one thing. And that's why, like I said, it has to be sustainable. It has to be logic, something that you can do for a longer period of time. If it's the detox that people do, that's literally not supposed to give you the weight loss, because you just lost water weight. It didn't burn any fat or whatever. You just lost water weight. So you just need to know, so I have done the detox. Yes, I was just drinking those green smoothies. But how is my diet now going to be after this? If you're going back to your diet, you'll gain times 2 of that, because again, your body was in a starvation kind of mode. So going forward, it's going to reserve. Your metabolism will just go down. Just let me know if I'm using bigger terms, because now how much you need goes lower, because your body is trying to reserve. Since you are starving and we don't want to be depleted, we're just going to reserve this so that when you go into starvation again, we have something to actually sustain your body, your body functions. So that's how the body works. If you starve, the next period that you eat a lot more, your body is going to store a lot more. Yeah. So there is that. You need to know, after I have done my detox, what's my diet going to look like? How will my eating habits change? Yeah. So some of those things, and then train them into the long term. Yeah.
So the last question. Now you are a young coach. You know, you interact with different people. How do you differentiate between work and kuna mtu hapo maybe unampanisha gym na anakuangalia angalia? How do you differentiate that?
Wow, Eve, you had to reserve that one for last. So this is important for me. I mean, this is where I get my money from. I don't want to sabotage my livelihood. So no, I'm not going to give you any signals to show you that I'd be interested. I won't do that. And if I see your signals, I'll play dumb. I'll just assume I cannot see anything, I don't know what's going on, and I'll just focus on my work. So it's also just how you intentionally deal with them, what you give them, and what you sort of, that interaction, how formal is it, how informal is it. So striking that balance so that it's not too much of workouts, and you know, just being able to be in that space where you can talk freely but not too freely. Yeah.
Guys, I think that's it from us. We are at the gym. Imagine, it's my first time to come to the gym. My goodness. Anyway, thank you so much, Charity, for giving us this opportunity to be here. It's such an honor. It's such an honor. And I know you offer online classes. You are a personal coach, and so many people have gone through you. Maybe you can give us your contacts where people can reach out to you, maybe for personal advice. You can give us, you can just look at the camera.
Okay, so I just read out my number.
You can read your number, you can tell us maybe your online platforms.
Okay. So I'm mainly active on Instagram, and I go by Coach Nyambura. With that, you'll be able to reach me or through my number 0713 824 393. Yeah.
So Coach Nyambura, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you guys for allowing us into your space. It's always an honor to be helping us through this life, and that's why we are Life Cycles. So have a blessed weekend and enjoy every day as if it's the last day of your life. So remember to subscribe, remember to share, and remember to also continue following us because we are here to stay. God bless you. Kwaheri.